Namaskar, how are you all doing? Another impromptu live. So I thought I would just check up on you, on our beautiful Insta family, which is growing every day. And while it is growing, I would like to come and connect with you more and more. I told you that this is going to be a period where I might be doing a lot of lives on various topics. And the idea is to see that how much can I put out there and help all of us together in these periods which is in a shift, and how do I facilitate in this period which is shifting. So I will wait and see if people are ready to join in. I know it's a beautiful working day. You might be at your office where you might not be able to come on this live. And that's okay, in the sense that if many people do not join in, then I will do it some other time. Hello, Namaskar Krishna, Vinita, Induji, Deepti, Vandana ji, Namaskar everybody. It is so glad to have you here. Thank you so much for joining in. And just so you know, I will be speaking about that thing called love. You know what I mean? Grand Rising. Malika. Namaskar, how are you, darling? Hey, Karthik, thanks for joining in. So, a couple of you have joined in. It's amazing. Because a couple of you have joined in now, I'm just reiterating it, that I will be doing maybe multiple lives is what I perceive myself to do. Pata nahi hoga ki nahi. But I will try and do multiple lives in this period. So this is a major transformation period. In fact, on my Insta stories also, I had made a post. I don't know if you guys saw it. Oh, okay. I will come to your questions, but I don't know if you saw that Insta story. But in that, basically, I had mentioned, I found a picture on someone else's profile. So yes, it was copied, but what it made me think was that it was so apt. You know, it was about the cocoon stages or the transformation stages of a caterpillar to a butterfly, and it completely. I will probably repost it. And it completely showed what this phase is about and where in our journey are a lot of us. So I thought, let me put it across. If you haven't already, Nagendra ji and Nikki ji, everybody, please do check out the Insta stories daily. Trust me, between the posts, the Insta stories, the lives, trust me, this will help you all. This will help your friends and family as well. So even though it does something with my Instagram algorithm, but I will still put it out there, because the idea is that even if one person listens to it, it's worth it. So please share it on your own Insta stories, and speak about it with your peer group. That's an interesting name. I'm Awkward Charlie. It's a filter. So Deepti, this is basically a filter. And the reason, even though there was no specific reason why I use this filter, but now it makes perfect sense now that you have asked it. And thank you for this question. We are speaking about love. And love has to do with emotions. And moon in astrology signifies these emotions. The emotions, the perspective with which we see our world. So actually, even though I had not thought about it, but now it makes total sense. And this is a crescent moon. So the crescent moon means, to some extent, I feel it signifies, neither here nor there kind of a thing, where you are balanced in your emotions. So yeah, maybe that. But trust me, I mean, I had not thought about it before choosing this filter. It just came across and I did it. But as I said, now it makes perfect sense. And namaskar, Navya. I'm seeing you after so long, darling. Thank you so much for joining in. Vaijanti. By the way, guys, let me tell you, Vaijanti here and Krishna also, they're upcoming tarot readers and angel card readers. Do check out their profile. They're beautiful in what they do. Okay. So that thing called love. Swapnali. Namaskar. Love. What is love? And I was having a discussion with my best friend Deepti in the morning. And it just made me realize that how misunderstood for all of us humans, this aspect or this emotion of love is. And I will come to it how. But let's first understand it astrologically. Why? Because I am an astrologer, an aspiring astrologer, so I will speak about what I do know. Isn't it? So, have you heard, and do type this in the comment section, have you heard about the conflict between Mars and Venus? Have you heard of? Would you prefer if I sit down somewhere, or would you prefer that it is okay if I speak like this? The question is, have you heard ever through stories or through books the conflict between Mars and Venus? Have you heard of that book, for example? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Okay, Vinita hasn't heard. That's okay. Right? So anyone else? Please write in the comment section. Nikki has heard about it. The conflict of Mars and Venus. And this is very relevant because these days, in the upcoming period, the post that I had made, Mars is going to go retrograde. Maybe that's the reason why I was nudged to speak about love. Okay, even Vaijanti hasn't heard about it. So let's speak a little about Mars and Venus. Namaskar, cartoon. Balancing my phone first. Right. So now I can speak to you properly without movement. Mars and Venus. I just made a post about it, about Mars and Mars retrograde, which is going to happen from the 9th of September and is going to be there for 13th of November. So it's quite some time from a human perspective, September, October, November, 3 months. And Mars basically is the planet in our chart which signifies desires and passion, also the sexual energy. It is forceful, it is aggressive, and it can be impulsive as well, depending upon how is Mars placed in our respective charts. Venus, on the other hand, also denotes desires, but this desire that Venus denotes is that of flow. It is the unconditional love. It is the bliss energy that one feels when one is in the ek hota hai prem, ek hota hai pyar. Actually speaking, the love, the connection between Radha and Krishna is what the Venusian love is. We speak about unconditionality, we speak about so many other things, but do we really understand what is unconditional? So Mars love is forceful. Mujhe pyar karo, love me. Why don't you love me? Why are you not ready to spend your life with me? You know, why do I not sexually arouse you? Etc, etc. That is Mars ka love, Mars's aspect of love. Venusian love is the kind of love that you almost melt into, and it doesn't really matter if the other person so-called loves you or not, whether you get married to this person or not, but you feel that some kind of a blissful energy, even if you are spending a couple of hours with that person. Venusian love can be platonic love also. It can be a love between a mother and child also. And it can be a love between friends, as I said, platonic love as well. It can be within people of the same gender who are not sexually attracted towards each other. So Mars brings in that element of sexual attraction. And it is Venus which brings in that it doesn't matter, I just love you. That's the kind of love a lot of times believers feel towards their faith, towards their God or towards their guru. You know, Venusian love is also denoted at times pictorially. You know, in Indian culture, have you ever seen those pictures where Vishnuji is lying on a sarp, Vasuki, and Lakshmi ji is on his feet? That's how it has been denoted. And when you look at this picture, it's an ancient picture, and when you look at this picture, it looks as if Vishnu ji is sleeping or is dreaming, and there is a lotus stem coming out of his navel, and on the lotus sits Brahma. Have you seen this picture? Ever heard about it? Please type in the comment section. Please type in the comment section, have you ever seen this picture? Have you seen this picture, guys? You have, right? So what is this picture trying to tell us? What is this picture trying to teach us? It is trying to teach. Okay, but Krishna hasn't seen it. You can go and Google. You can I can understand why you wouldn't have seen it, Pisceum, because you do not belong to the Indian culture. Maybe there is a depiction of it in your own culture, but you can go and Google it. You can go and Google that picture. Meditate on that picture. That picture denotes the exaltation of Venus. Where does Venus get exalted in astrology? Venus gets exalted in Pisces, in the dream world. You know, that blissful energy which you feel when you know stuff. When you know that all of this is a play and I'm just a player. That's the Venusian love that you feel. That if I tomorrow come and another example that I always give to people who come to me for consultation, and they have a moon dosha or they have a Venus dosha. One example that I give to them is, have you ever seen or noticed the smile on Krishna's face in every circumstance? Even if he would be in a war field, he would have this smile on his face. I can't imitate it. But there are certain people in Indian serials who have done a very good depiction of Krishna's avatar. The smile. What is this smile? What do you think is this smile? I want to open the fan. Yeah, बहुत गर्मी हो गई suddenly. This smile is the smile of a person who knows it. Who has, जिसे कहते हैं ना, an all-knowing smile. An all-knowing smile. Even if you come and you fight with me, or you show your aggression towards me, it doesn't matter to me, because I know it's just a play. Why will I involve myself in? And this message is very important for the upcoming Mars retrograde period, because for a lot of us, it will be a revisit of our goals, of our strategies, of our the way we approach passion in our life, who we feel passionate about, what we feel passionate about. There's going to be a revisit of that. Maybe you thought that this particular field is apt for me and this is my strategy. But in this Mars retrograde period, you might have to revisit the strategy, which also means things might not happen the way you had planned. So be okay and be open. Retrograde has the theme of in it. Revisit, re-evaluate, refine, revive, rejuvenate. So all of these things will come into picture from a Martian point of view, which I just mentioned is about sexual desire also. Maybe some old sexual partner will come back to you seeking for the same kind of passion. So what will you choose this time? For which you will have to step back and re-evaluate. Is it worth it? See, there is nothing wrong, but for you, is it worth it? Okay, that kind of a thing. So coming back to that thing called love, re-evaluate love in your life. Basically, what inspired me to make this video is that a quote that I saw, what was being spoken about was that love at times can be one-sided, or that love at times does not, it runs parallelly, and where the things are not merging, and so on and so forth. And which is a great post from a human perspective. But just if we indulge a little more in understanding love, if I love you, would it really matter to me if our paths merge or not? And from a human perspective, I might be feeling that those paths are not merging. But hasn't an energy got exchanged? How does it matter if the person does not give you the same understanding of love as you wanted from that person? Maybe that person really cares for you. Maybe that person at soul level loves you so much that that person divinely orchestrated itself into your life to help you understand the aspect of self-love. Have you seen my post today in Insta story? That's what I have written. I did not know what love was till the time I felt lack of it. Most of us go on a journey of self-love because someone made us feel unloved. Isn't it true? Tell me guys, isn't it true? Most of us want to figure out why I'm not loved because you're not loved. Is that true or not? Please tell me in the comment section. Is there anybody who goes on a search because they have everything? Because they know, because they're surrounded by love, because there are people who are pampering them left, right and center? No. Usually you go on a journey because you feel there is a lack of it. And these people are divinely orchestrated in your life to make you feel that lack. Now, isn't that love? Yes. Karthik says that's very deep. Same here. Lack of it makes us feel it. Yes. What am I missing in my life? And then you go on a journey to search it. Now imagine at a soul level, how important is that this one person or a set of people is giving you the experience of finding love for yourself. Agar wo log nahi hote, if those people weren't in your life, you wouldn't have gone on that journey. Isn't this amazing? You wouldn't have known how to love yourself, how to make decisions which are pro you. Isn't that love? Isn't that love, guys? Isn't that love? And I know for somebody who is in the middle of it, for somebody who feels wronged by someone else, I've had failed relationships as well. Of course, when I was failing in those relationships, at that time I felt, what the fuck? Don't mind my language, or maybe mine, it doesn't matter. But you know what I mean? At that time, I also felt that how dare he? सारी गालियाँ दी थी मैंने भी. I also abused. But now when I look at it, because obviously my soul had to evolve as well. Now when I look back at those and other times when these things happened, I also looked inside. Why? I have a beautiful face, I speak beautifully, I am a smart person. Why wouldn't somebody love me? And then I realized, dude, it's not gonna happen till the time you don't love yourself. You're here on a fucking journey. You're here on a journey. It doesn't matter, you human, if you will get that, what you understand out of love. You wouldn't have been on journey. I mean, this is like a self-dialogue that I have. That you wouldn't have been on this journey if it wasn't for this XYZ person. And now, with that journey, you can put it across to others. How beautiful is that? So basically, all of us should be thankful to all the catalysts in our life, because I think at soul level, they truly love us. They are the people who came forward in the soul contract point, and I must have gone to them and said, dude, like in this past life, I wasn't able to learn self-love, dude, please help me, man. He must have said, or she must have said, that I will, but you will have to hate me in this life. And it's tough for me, but yeah, I love you enough for you to hate me for one life, because I know that our connection is eternal, and it's not just in this life of Neha Goyal. Oh my God, this is giving me goosebumps. And you know why I'm putting it across today? And thank you, Deepthi. She's the one who encouraged me to come across and do this. Why I'm maybe it makes total sense. With the period which is going to happen, Ketu is going to be in Gandanta. I had made a Insta story about it. Guys, do check out my Insta stories daily. I do put up a lot of downloaded stuff, astrology, jo mere dimag mein aata, whatever comes to my mind, I do put it out there. Okay, so because posts, I generally post my daily posts and reels and IGTVs, which I do, but Insta stories bhi dekha karo, guys. No, don't be indebted to me, Karthik. मुझे वापस आना पड़ेगा यार. Don't be indebted. This is also a soul contract that we did. That today at this point something will nudge me to, and I will come across and have this conversation with you, and all you beautiful souls will join us over here in this conversation. So now coming back to the idea of love. What is really love from human perspective? What is really love? Love is growth, from my understanding. If there is anything or anybody who helped you in growing, evolving as a soul, there is love. I was once told at some point in time I was learning family constellation, and at that time I was told that ignore the content and focus on the context. A lot of you guys ask me how, kaise kare. That's your remedy. Ignore the content. This person said that, फिर उसने ऐसा किया, then that person did this, then in the beginning he made me feel love, then he ignored me, blah 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 blah. होता है ना कहानी हमारी, story. Go on the context. What did I learn out of it? What can I learn out of it? How can I evolve my soul because of this experience? This mother-in-law, which is fucking my entire life. Maybe I have some past life karma with that soul which is getting negated. What am I learning out of it? Am I learning how to be independent and speak up for myself? A lot of times that's our lesson. Fucking speak up for yourself. Are you not important? Is Neha Goyal not important? Like, just think about it. Is Neha Goyal, take your name. Am I not important? Am I here to listen to tanas and taunts and, serve someone else? Just because I'm a woman? Just because I'm a mother, daughter-in-law? No. You are here for a purpose. And that purpose is your soul's evolution. That purpose is not to, serve someone else who disrespects you. And that person who's disrespecting you is actually being a catalyst. तो उस catalyst का use तो करो, उस catalysm का use तो करो. Use that catalysm. Improve na, evolve na, grow na. Sensational Power says, how do we deal with the daily challenges though? It's challenging dealing with our challenges. It's challenging dealing with our challengers. Of course it is challenging. Okay, do you know the concept of catalysts? What does a catalyst do? Guys, please write in the comment section. Maybe you don't, and that's perfectly alright. We are here to learn from each other. Do you guys know the concept of catalyst? Catalyst का काम क्या होता है? What is it that a catalyst in chemistry supposed to do? And we all are alchemists. We are made of chemicals. We are made of energy of chemicals. So please write into the comment section, Sensational Power and others, do you know what a catalyst means? Also, if there is any other question that you would want to pick up over here, and if I know anything about it, I for sure will put it across. Drivers of change. Exactly. A catalyst is supposed to, is that element in chemistry that when which brings out something else from a particular composition. ठीक है? तो उसमें आप अगर वो कैटलिस्ट डाल दोगे तो उसकी नेचर चेंज हो जाती है. Yes, also it speeds up the process of something, helps in changing forms without getting changed. In a chemical reaction, a catalyst ensures the chemical amalgamation happens quicker. True? That's true. And these challenges are our catalysts, our human catalysts. Use them for what they are meant to be used for. अपने हर challenger को बोलो, tell every challenger of yours energetically, I am fucking using you. You know that? I am using you for my growth. And you thought that you are ignoring me? that you are ghosting me, that you are making my life hell. I am using you. NLP में, Neuro Linguistic Programming में, this is a technique. Basically what we do is that we make our catalyst bigger than us. We give them our fucking power. Maybe it is Mars जो मेरे को सारे ये ये लैंग्वेज यूज़ करा रहा है. बट हाँ भैया, मैं भी इंसान हूँ यार. I am not a saint, by the way. I'm not a saint. Ask my best friend Deepthi, are you still there? Please write over here that I'm not a saint. Yeah. So Vinita, this is exactly, just tell those people who are catalysts in your life that fucking I'm using you, yeah. For my soul evolution, I'm using you. You will gain power. See, the brain understands not what is happening, but how you make the brain feel. At some point in time, for a limited period, I had even started to offer sessions on storytelling, the stories you tell yourself. So I used to give this technique out. That trivialize the energy of the person who is affecting you. Namaste Seema. So everybody, do this with me. Use your, picturize, visualize somebody right in front of you who's your challenger. Do it now. Close your eyes or don't close your eyes, whatever. Picturize or visualize this person who you feel is your challenger. It could be a boss. It could be a relative. Close one, far off, doesn't matter. It could be a client. It could be a neighbor, anybody. Are you done? Are you visualizing that person in front of you? Please write in the comment section. Are you visualizing that person in front of you? Are you visualizing? हम क्या करते हैं ना? In a world filled with where we have been told love, cut cords, blah blah blah. I'm an NLP coach, darling. I know that in the beginning you might require a different kind of a help than just send love to that person. I know about you. मुझसे तो नहीं होता था. I couldn't have just sent love to that person. Feel ही नहीं होता. How will you send it? Bloody fakers. Okay. So you are now visualizing this person in front of you. Now tell that person, I am using you. Do you know that? I am using you for my fucking growth. Thank you so much for that. You had to be this bad person in my life right now. But yeah, I'm using you. And thank you for being used. Do it and let me know in the comments, how do you feel? Seema says, first time I'm not able to visualize anyone. अपने आप को ही visualize कर लो फिर. Visualize yourself. Eyes not closed. Okay. I love these use of power word session where were what made me come to this place in my life today. Excellent, Vinita. Not a saint, but you are spiritual. We all are spiritual. We all are spiritual beings on a journey of human being. जितने भी catalyst आते हैं कार्तिक, begin with one. Begin with one person. Put that person in front of you, or make a line of people who cares, and say, I am fucking using you. अपने आप को समझते क्या हो? Swapnali is using it and feeling good. So tell these people, अपने आप को समझते क्या हो? तुम ऐसे हो क्योंकि मेरी को growth होना था. My spirit had to grow. So fucking you are the way that you are. What do you even think of yourself? I'm pretty using you, यार. देखो वही होता है ना. I am into the work of realism. Idea is to make spiritualism real for you. I have worked for 15 years in the corporate world. That's why I say I'm not a saint. I am not a monk who sold his Ferrari. I will not sell a Ferrari if I have one. वो मेरी जर्नी नहीं है इस लाइफ की. दैट्स नॉट माई जर्नी ऑफ दिस लाइफ. सो डोंट एक्सपेक्ट काइंड ऑफ आंसर्स फ्रॉम मी. You know, I will give you very real things. Sensational power says, for me, I felt that I am also delivering value to this person. They too are benefiting from me in their life. Absolutely, they are. Why? Because I'll tell you how they are getting benefit from this particular thing. In some life, DNA astrology se pata chalta hai. In some life, whatever negative karmas that you did, because of which in this life they are troubling you, you are also giving them an opportunity of negating that energy of feeling bad about something bad that you did with them in past life. So that ways you are anyways helping them. But मैं वही कह रही हूँ, कभी कभी ना इतनी spiritual भी नहीं मत तो जाया करो कि love unconditional blah blah, पता ही नहीं है concept, and then you wonder why am I not getting healed. That's because you're not being real. Be real in the beginning, my friends. Please be real. I request you. Pull your power back, and at times pulling your power back is not all love. I could have come here and given you some preachy saintly gyan. There are people doing that, and there's nothing wrong in that. That works for them. That has been their journey. Excellent, beautiful. That hasn't been my journey. सो आई विल गिव यू रियलिज्म. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे रहो आप, बिकॉज आपको रियली अपने आप पे काम करना है. एंड यू हैव applied all those spiritual unconditional love things and they haven't worked for you. Those are the kind of people I'm looking for. Those are the kind of people I want to empower, and eventually we will together go on to that stage of love and all of that. But pehle you have to say, you fucking are here for me to use. So jo karna hai karo. I will use you and I will grow. Guys, do you think I'm doing a good job? Do you think this is something that you connect with? Do you think I should come here and speak more about stuff that I want to speak about? Is this helping you? Is this helping you? It is. Okay. एक तो I love your handle. Look at the handles here. Empress, VJ, Empress. You already know that you're an Empress. Beautiful. Sensational power. I did this video earlier also, that how you can use Instagram for manifestation. And these words that you use in your handles, they do have a power over you and on others. Yes, absolutely, yes. Beautiful, excellent, right? So before you go into this deep understanding of what love is, so now 2 techniques I've told you. First is the NLP technique of telling everybody, visualizing people and telling them that I'm fucking using you for my own spiritual growth. And the second technique is that to meditate on that picture of Vishnuji in Vaikuntha, where he is lying on Vasuki, the Naga, and Lakshmi ji is sitting. So that deep surrender, that deep knowing, meditate on that. I started to do that just in visualization. Things started to unfold. I started to come across such people on YouTube, on portals, etc., which I've already worked on that deep healing. Seema says, being real is rare. Most are giving gyan about what is not possible at some point, as like forgiveness to someone who did wrong. So I believe unless we come to a point of acceptance, we can't forgive. Oh my God, that is exactly what I say in my forgiveness workshop, that do not put a timeline. Because somebody spiritually told you forgive kar do. Arey samjho to sahi, what are you forgiving? Why are you forgiving? Take your time. Just because somebody somewhere is doing Ho'oponopono and उसकी एक बहुत बड़ी कहानी है that उसने mental asylum के लोगों को इफेक्ट कर दिया. Does it affect? Absolutely it does affect. But understand that person who was doing those prayers for the people in mental asylum and they got healed, that person, that doctor, was not emotionally attached to those people. You at times, the people who you want to forgive, you're emotionally attached to those people. Those people have emotionally hampered you. It is a journey. Take that journey. Thanks, Seema, for putting it out there. Okay, now couple of things that I want to tell you. Of course, you can get in touch with me for your personal DNA astrology reading. I will soon be announcing a Mars retrograde tarot spread reading. In the past, I've done it for Jupiter and the retrograde season. If you want to do it for Mars also, you can get in touch with me. It's going to be a 4 or a 5 tarot spread with specific questions. Then what else am I doing? DNA astrology, ये tarot का हो गया. Numerology tarot reading specifically you can take from me at any time. You can contact me for that. Transformation coaching sessions, in case you think you need personal transformation coaching sessions because your journey could be unique, you can contact me for that. For a limited period time, for people who are active on my Instagram, I'm offering a one inner child healing session at $15.99 on $30, which I don't ever do. I don't offer one session. I usually offer a package of 3. Why I'm doing one for the Instagram is, first of all, as I said, Ketu is in Gandanta. Mars is retrograde, Jupiter is retrograde, Saturn is retrograde, so a lot is coming out karmically. So this is just the right time, because Ketu has to do with our past life, our childhood, etc. So this is just the right time. Pitru Paksh bhi chal raha hai 17th September tak, and so I'm offering this one session. In case you want to avail, it's going to be a 45-minute session. Let me know about it, and also let me know in the comment section if you're okay with me coming here and doing regular lives. Is that something which interests you? Is that something which you like, which you enjoy? Something which empowers you? Something which helps you? I would love to do this. उसमें फिर ये मत सोचना कि मैं कैसे dressed हूँ. Don't concentrate on that. Just what I'm saying. How do you accept payment? Depending upon where you are, darling. If you're in India, then there is Google Pay, bank transfer, Paytm. And if you're from abroad, if you're not from India, then there is PayPal. So there are all these options which are available. Okay, so I hope by now through this you understand a little bit about love and why it is okay, why the people who you think don't love you actually love you even more. Okay, Vaijanti and Vinita, thank you, darlings. And that's the idea. I usually tell people who are close to me that something is a miracle till the time you don't have a brain concept of it. As soon as you have a brain concept of something, then it becomes normal. For the ancient times, for example, telepathy, manifestation, they were normal. And then people started to misuse it, and therefore energetically it started to become less and less. Seema says, I suggest live as it gives a chance to understand what issue anyone facing and they can connect with you at personal. Okay, Seema, sure, I will do that. So whenever ek to Sunday ko to, every Sunday do join me at 9 o'clock where we discuss about the tarot energy for the week to come. In case you haven't already, there go to IGTV. I did a live this Sunday which speaks about the tarot energy of this week. You can go and revisit that, hear that. And this IGTV or anything that I do, guys, please support me in supporting others and putting it out there. So help me in putting it more out there by sharing it, by liking it, by commenting it. I was recently told that Instagram algorithm now will not show you stuff that you don't like or comment upon, because Instagram will get the indication as if you don't like it. So if you're just scrolling by, अच्छा लगा कुछ, उसको please like करो. It just takes 1 second. Rupali ji says going live to educate is a prime instrument for people to think better, to think positive. Okay, great, guys. So I will do that, and please do keep into these things which I have told you into consideration. Also, it will help me to help others. Just DM me about your feedback of this live. I will post it on Insta stories so that next time many more people can join in over here. I will see you all soon. Namaskar. Radhe Radhe.